Boom. And we are now live here with Mothership Monday. We're going to start this stream in just 5 simple minutes. We ask that you all just sit tight and relax while we wait for our other friends to get in here, the late
That's right.
ones.
That's right. That's right.
That's right, that's right, that's right. Matthew McConaughey is a secret mermaid. You're going to be revealed today.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
Well, honestly, this is the best podcast in North America. So,
100%. I have to agree. It makes me happy that we do this every Monday. Or at least we try to do it every Monday.
actually, we've been really good since there was one time when I was like really bitchy at you because you wanted to celebrate July 4th or some made up holiday. And ever since then, we've been real good at making our Monday.
So are you calling me out, sir?
I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying, like, no, it's totally cool. It's cool. I'm just
Uh-huh.
saying, I'm the type of guy I will stream on Christmas. I will stream on Christmas Day. Baby Jesus would want that.
Um, yeah. Totally.
Totes. Totes, my bad.
Totes. Totes indeed.
I'm going to be live streaming the
Does
end of day.
Christmas fall on a Monday?
I don't know. This will be
I
interesting.
don't know. I don't know either. But
Well, what
hey, you know
happens if it
what?
does? Are we gonna have a? We should do a Saint Nick one though. There's all
We
sorts of
should we
supernatural
should
stuff.
100% do a Saint Nick one. I am down for that. 100%. As yeah, yeah.
You doing good over there?
I'm fine. I might be having a little bit of a stroke at the moment. I'm
Uh,
working a lot. You already know. I'm working like a dog.
you realize that you still have to stream even if you have a stroke, right?
Um,
Basically, your problem is that you signed up for a podcast that you can never get out of at this point.
who says I want to get out of it? Dum
Okay,
dum.
so even if even if you have a stroke, you're
Yeah,
expected to
but
show up.
do you think that I would ever want to get out of this?
No,
No,
because this is the best.
it is the best.
This is the best.
Maybe a different partner, but
You're. Oh God. Do you people see what I have to put up with?
I'm totally kidding.
Whatever. The damage is done. I'm gonna need therapy. What else?
Oh. Do that. Don't do that. All right, I'm gonna stop giggling. In 3, 2, 1, stop.
You're so easy. You're so easy. You're so easy. Guys, we're gonna start in just a minute. We're just waiting for a few more of our friends to come on in. Make this
Yeah, right,
party.
Bex. Right. So Bex even says, telling this girl she got to stream after a stroke. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I need a new partner.
No, because any person you're gonna get is gonna be lazy. Some lazy bum who doesn't,
Who
uh,
doesn't hold me to it? Who doesn't hold me to
yeah,
the
and
show
that's what you
times?
need in life. You need someone who's gonna make you do stuff,
Make
kicking
me
and
do it.
screaming,
Make me do it.
kicking and screaming, but at the end you're gonna say thank you for making me do that.
I always say thank you for making me do that.
Oh, thank you so much. I feel very appreciated right now, like insanely.
You should.
No,
You
that
should
does
really
that makes me
appreciate it.
feel real special.
Good. I'm glad. Because, today, I'm not going to lie, the struggle was real. I slept until like 1 p.m. I mean, I was up. Don't, like, because, I don't sleep. But, like, I,
No, you do not.
I don't sleep. That's another thing that is
She
awful
doesn't
for me.
sleep, yo.
What is
Oh,
sleep?
please, God. Oh my God, I just aged myself. Oh God. So to explain it back in the late 90s, early 2000s, don't sleep, like don't sleep on me. And if someone doesn't sleep, it meant they were real. But I guess it doesn't mean that anymore.
I don't, uh, right.
Have another drink and sit down.
Excuse you, I have not had a drink at all today.
Well, then you're missing out. Maybe that's
I
why you're
know.
so cranky.
I mean, I'm not cranky. Am I cranky?
No.
Wow. You know what, sir? I'll show you cranky.
Speaking of mermaids and mermaid piss,
Piss?
I've determined that limeritas,
Uh-huh.
you know, it's like you get in a can at a gas station.
Yeah.
Those are basically mermaid piss.
Is that what you would say that mermaid piss tastes like? Is
I'm
a
drinking it right
limerita?
now, and yes, absolutely.
Okay. I mean, then a mermaid can piss in my mouth any day.
It is pleasant.
I just said that on live.
This episode is going down in history.
As the moment that Lainey said that a mermaid could piss in her mouth, yes.
Yes, I'm going to hold you to it. When we finally hunt down a mermaid, I'm going to be first contact with these creatures. I'm going to be like, will you piss in my mouth?
I hate it here. Oh my god. Why do I do this?
We have got so many lines already. Started. Welcome in Princess Max, Hannah Banana HD, Bomb Medio. We've got typical Rebel, aka AJ, the Shaolin Ice Boxer. Holler at your boy.
Hello, guys.
We're gonna get started in just 1 second, guys. Today we're talking mermaids and sirens, our favorite.
AJ says, hey Lainey, that's Patreon material. It is. I'm just gonna put that out there, guys. That was my idea, so nobody can steal it. Thank you.
What was your idea? Pissing, drinking,
letting a mermaid piss in my mouth. Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. Don't steal that idea. Don't steal that idea, as if people are going to. So I've sent out all my links. Have you?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Totes.
So we have, of course, are between theme music and an opening that's still being developed right now. So we've started. Welcome to Mothership Monday. Today we're talking sirens and mermaids. I am the Fat Mantis, and I am here with my co-host
Lainey O.
Lainey O in the house. How are you today, dear?
I am wonderful. It's my favorite day of the week.
Oh, it is. It really is. How does a mermaid pee? Do they have a urethra opening? So I don't know. How do fish pee? I don't study fish urine.
I don't study how a fish would pee either, but yeah, I would assume that they have a urinary tract. Yeah, that you guys look great. Aww.
Oh, thanks
you, Court.
And then we've got Izzy saying, I'm right here.
Izzy, hey.
What up, Izzy? Fuck if I know this Mama Media. Thank you for that. So we're going to get down to the mysteries of the deep. And I know we were probably wondering what's going on with this. You guys have already done this episode. No, it's not true. We did general mysteries of the deep. We may have touched on mermaids for like a second. We didn't go into history, mysticism, sightings. We just asked, like, what's up with Atlantis and do we believe in mermaids? Because we had so much. We talked about the Bermuda Triangle in that one. We had a lot of like these oceanic things going on. But now we're going to get really into the nitty and the gritty. And I'm going to start this episode. And before I start this episode, I'm going to remind you guys to like this video, subscribe to this channel, to follow, give hearts, spoons, holograms, knuckle fists, chips, bits, or whatever it is on whatever app you're listening to this. Give us all the good things. We love you, and follow us on Discord.
Yes, please. That
There's
sounds
so
great.
to do on the internet these days.
There's so much to do on the internet these days that I am boycotting the internet. Lainey, should I make some mermaid? Yes, absolutely.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. I thought that these were fishy enough. I was like, okay, cool.
I do love them, and so they're crabs, right?
No, they're not. They're not crabs. They're just woven.
Oh, I thought they were like quilted crabs.
Yeah, they're totally crabs. 100%. They are crabs. That's exactly why I'm wearing them today. Anyway, Izzy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Izzy. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping in, and God bless you on your birthday, and birth week, I assume you're going to keep partying all week like I do.
Yes, absolutely, because that's what we do. We party all week. It's not just a day. Was it just me, or did that sound like water? It is water.
It
I am
was
behaving
something.
this week. Yeah, I'm behaving
Yeah,
this
it was
week.
water.
No, it really is
Water.
water. No, it really is water. No, like I'm actually trying to stay sober this week because I'm going
You
on
mean White
vacation
Claw?
next week.
You mean White Claw?
It's water.
I know that water
It's
is code
actually
for White
water.
Claw. Okay, so here's my water. Notice how it fizzes. So, Mantis, I'll make you some mermaid earrings too. Please do, because I gotta say, starting this off, I enjoy mermaid motif and gimmicks. I like the concept of a mermaid. One thing I'm very happy about is, did you know that mermaid sightings are the most cited supernatural entity next to a ghost?
I actually did know that.
It's like there's so many sightings, it's crazy.
You know, it's amazing, which makes me believe that mermaids are real.
So that was gonna be my follow-up. Do you believe?
I totally believe.
So do you
I am a
believe?
mermaid, duh.
You could be, because there are some people who claim that they are mermaids.
Yeah. I
Just like
basically
you
claim
have-
to be anything that's supernatural, like, let's be honest.
Like just like when we have people who claim they're vampires, or some people literally say they came back from the dead. Some people are like, well, I'm a mermaid trapped here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my grandmother was a mermaid.
You think your grandmother was a mermaid? Okay. Why? I would like to know the answer to that one.
She said it every day.
That she was a mermaid. She said it every day?
Okay, this is a lie. I wish I could just keep going. I don't want to lie to our viewers. I don't want to lie to you. No, that's not. That would be awesome if that was.
Oh man, I was like so intrigued, and now I am feeling a little slighted.
He says over aliens. Yeah, Bomb. Actually, there are a ton of alien sightings. Don't get me wrong, but the number one spotted thing is a ghost. Obviously, I think that's obvious that everyone and their mother has a ghost story. And then there's mermaids, and then there's less alien abductions than mermaid sightings.
And also, don't get abducted by a mermaid. You don't want it. Just gonna put that out there too.
If we're talking mermaids and sirens, you got to know who Sauce 90 is, says Izzy. I don't know Sauce 90.
I don't know Sauce 90 either, but guess what? I've got my handy dandy computer right in front of me.
Oh, I want to learn what this is. I believe in it. Mermaids are made when fish and humans mate. Okay, Hannah, but who would want to mate with a fish? That's my question. Bex says mermaids are definitely real.
Mermaids are definitely real. Yeah, I don't think that's how mermaids came about. I'm here. Did I miss much? No, Matt, you are here right on time. Hello, welcome in. Also, quick shout out to Matt. I really did enjoy your shorts the other day. And your what is it? House of Dragons. Fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
That was primo stuff. If you guys aren't following him, check out Matt. He's another YouTuber. Does great work. Great channel. House of the Dragon just premiered last night on HBO. And I loved it. I ended up loving it. I thought it was kind of boring in the beginning, but Matt does a great review on it, and he gets in depth in there, so you guys should check that out.
Oh, I highly enjoyed it from the beginning. Well, all right, maybe not from the beginning. I think you're right. I think that the beginning was like great, and then like it slowed, and then it got great again. Anyway,
Typical Rebel says I can imagine a government entity wanting to do more research on them like they do with aliens. I think so. So I am, I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I do believe that the government knows more that's going on than they tell us.
Absolutely.
And I want to let you know that when I say government, I mean higher ups than probably congressmen. I think it's possible maybe senators are involved, or higher, possibly, but I mean higher echelons. Okay. AOC don't know dick except complaining about communism or capitalism and wanting to have communism, right? She doesn't know about the aliens. She doesn't know about the mermaids.
Okay.
But we're here to tell the people about those things, right?
We are here to tell them about the mermaids. Yes, absolutely. Hail to the chat.
Hail to the chat. Yes. What up? Hail Mantis. Hail Lady. We love you, man. And then we've got, I love mermaids. I love the whole seduction of mermaids. We got to get into the mermaid-ific histories of. And so before we get fully into mermaids, I actually want to get into sirens first.
Okay.
Because
they came first.
I found significantly less information on them, so I think that we'll
yeah, okay. So we'll get over the sirens first for sure. There is a lot less because sirens. All right, so here's my question to you. Do you believe that a siren is a mermaid?
I think it's very possible.
Okay.
I think it is very possible. You know why? Their legends have very similarities.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but they're not exactly the same, but they have similarities. They could very well be, because there are a number of mermaid stories where the mermaid either sings or yells or has like a sonic screech involved.
Correct.
And I find that very interesting.
Well, okay, so do you know what the first siren looked like?
So originally they looked like birds. They were birds who hung out in shallow water. They were birds with heads of people.
Yeah.
And so that's going back to ancient Greece. The original Dark Ages, before medieval Dark Ages. There was the time before, prehistory. They had been depicting sirens as these they had bird bodies.
They had wings. They had wings, but yeah.
They had wings and feathers, and they usually were depicted as like a chick with like her lower half was like a chicken, or maybe a pelican. I don't know. Maybe it was a pelican.
Okay.
Ken says, Mantis, where is the Westworld video before I stop caring? It's going to be done this week. I'm sorry. I just got back from a hippie wedding. It's a wedding out in the forest where you just wear whatever.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Basically, I wore a button down. I was, respectful like that. But like, the bride wore like a disco dance with like outfit with sequins, and the groom, he wore a suit, but he also had a sequin shirt, gold sequin shirt.
Oh, guys, we know that there was like drugs galore at this party.
And, they had like a lesbian priestess do the ceremony. And there was this dude, he was like white Jesus. He was just dressed up in these white gowns. And when I first saw him, I was like, are you performing the wedding? He's like, no, this is just how I dress. It's like, cool, man. Because they were all from Portland. They all were driving in from Portland. So they were very just free thinking.
Free-spirited.
Yes. It was wild. It was absolutely wild.
Good. I'm glad to hear that it was wild.
Sorry, guys. I don't mean to. High-ranking bureaucrats know about aliens. Elected officials know nothing. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. And I think that they do absolutely know about mermaids as well. Hail Hannah. There you go.
Matt. There you go. Hannah says, oh my God, I am a siren. I seduce people with my singing. That is very true. I always seen the same, but it can be some close kind. Yeah, they could be. You know what it is? I'm actually also with all the sightings. The way people see different things when they see mermaids, even in these videotapes or these things, I'm willing to believe that there's multiple aquatic humanoid species down under the sea.
Oh, absolutely. I believe that as well. I also believe sirens are mermaids. So yeah, I do think that sirens have become mermaids rather. So the lore behind the siren. Go ahead.
Well, I would like to point out that here's what I'm saying. I'd like to point out that like originally they weren't described what a siren looked like.
So the sirens were not described in the stories,
right? But
there are potteries and there are death urns, potteries that are depicted of sirens. But there is also some fun lore behind it, which is it actually leads into the Persephone and Hades story. When Persephone went missing, these sirens were either depicted as her maidens and were cursed or asked for the wings so they could go and find her.
But you know what's just messed up?
Yeah.
Hades kidnaps a woman.
Well, it's also his niece. Just gonna put that out there as well.
Well, of course, they get Game of Thrones about it. So he kidnaps his niece. That is so gross. We're Demon Targaryen over here. So
Auntie Cat is in the house. Hello,
Auntie Cat. Holler at your boy. Welcome. So we're discussing sirens and mermaids. So you're gonna kidnap a woman, and then to add insult and insult, while you're out the door, you look at her maids, her staff, who works at her house, and he's like, and fuck you too, and you put a spell on them and you turn them
no. So it wasn't Hades who put the spell on them. It was actually it was Persephone's mother. It wasn't Hades. Hades did not put the spell on Persephone.
What, for failing to protect her?
For failing to protect her, exactly. Let me guess, Mantis was naked at the hippie wedding.
No, I kept it real. There was a slip and slide, and so even in my wedding clothes, I went on the slip and slide and was having fun. Like, It's funny because it was like where the wedding was. There were also just tents and stuff, and we're all just drinking out in the open. And there's a slip and slide and a bunch of water stuff set up just to have fun. And we were just So anyway, tell us more about. Okay, so her mother, for failing to protect the daughter, she curses them.
Correct. Yeah. So she does curse them. Sauce 90 is, I think, a fisherman, and he started hearing sounds from the ocean, and the government basically took over his boat to run some type of test or something when he went out. Okay. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't not believe it. I think, like I said, I think that we both have decided that we believe in mermaids, or sirens. Sounds like my kind of people. Also, Portland, Maine.
No, I don't know why anyone ever asked that. When I'm like, I'm thinking of moving to Portland, and they go, Portland, Maine. No one ever thinks of moving to Portland, Maine. Portland, Oregon is where hippies come from. Yeah, they came across country to be at this wedding.
I mean, Maine is so beautiful.
It's Portland, Oregon. It's never Maine. It's
never Maine. It's never Maine, guys. It's never Maine.
Yeah, unless you're like a housewife. Sorry. Continue.
I'm just gonna. I don't even know where we're at anymore.
So Persephone's handmaidens were cursed for not protecting her. They got turned into some sort of creature.
Correct. And now a lot of people do believe that the sirens are now harpies rather than mermaids. So the three of them kind of have
That actually makes a lot of sense. No, serious. The harpy thing makes sense. It
does make sense. So they do look more like harpies rather than mer people. But then the stories started to happen where it was more beautiful women, torsoed bodies with fish tails, and then that's where sirens also got their lore.
So yeah, in early medieval times, there was just like a book of supernatural creatures and demons and this was a church guy who wrote it, and so he still depicted them as feathered, but he said that they had two fish tails. He added fish characteristics to these ladies.
Right.
I don't know what they are. I kind of wish I could see a siren though.
Just put wax in your ears.
Right. Like in the Odyssey, he had the sailors put wax in their ears.
He did. So in the Odyssey, he had his sailors put wax in their ears, and then he is one of the only few males who are said to have heard the siren song and lived through it.
Because he has such willpower. Because he's Batman.
No, he was tied to...
No, wait, hold on. You've never heard this?
No, he didn't have willpower. He actually was tied to his ship. He's
better willpower. Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, he's right. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, he's better willpower than his idiot friends.
Well,
but you've never heard the comparison that Superman is Achilles and Odysseus is Batman.
No, I think that actually I heard it from you. Yeah, I mean, it does kind of make sense. 100%. I could see that happening. Even Star Wars has a lot of storyline from, I think it might actually be the Odyssey. No, it's one of them. I don't remember.
No, Star Wars has a lot of they have a lot of Greek myths and a lot of other stuff.
100%, always.
So Ken says if you watch the movie Watchworld, that is how humans will become mermaids / sirens. I've never even heard of that, but I've
heard of Waterworld, which is pretty. I love Waterworld. It's actually a crap movie, but anyway, you get laid at this wedding. Oh.
I don't dig on hippies. They started banning all of his accounts and stuff. This poor Sauce 90. I would love to have him on the show, interview him.
I do actually know of the girl who covered a lot. Of his storyline. I think I follow her on TikTok.
I'm sorry, Hannah. Hannah said I grew up in Portland. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to miss your home. Dish your homeland. I love how people go.
No.
I love how people depict them as loving creatures that would save a drowning baby, but in reality, they would eat it. Absolutely.
Yeah, mermaids, guys, have a lot of. Well, I mean, Sean,
Sean
hi.
is here. Sean is here.
I'm
Welcome,
so
Sean.
excited. I did share with Sean, so I was hoping that he would show in. Portland is gross. I've never been to Portland. And anyway, nah, suck my soul away. I love Waterworld. Yeah, underrated movie. Yes, thank you, Matt. It's a completely underrated movie. Guys, go watch it because I do think that it probably is where humans will evolve to one day. But then there's also the thought that where we do come from, mermaids. That mermaids, like, we started in the water as mer people and came to land.
Well, like all forms of evolution, we do branch.
Correct.
We're always doing branching, right? So if you're
Correct.
wondering, people are like, "Oh, we came from monkeys," and they just try to dispute evolution. They're like, "We didn't come from monkeys." You're right, we didn't. Monkeys and us came from a missing link,
Correct.
right? And so we all branched. So it might make sense that we have water cousins.
Oh, 100%. I mean,
These
if
creatures are the sea monkeys, if you will.
well, I mean, we definitely have way more in common with fish than we think we do. If you actually look at the growth of a fetus, like, you have gills. um,
Well,
Go ahead.
RM says, "You know what's gross? Tuna fish. There probably has mermaid parts in everyone." I believe that because you know what a huge sighting is? People, fishermen in their nets.
And they're
And
nuts.
occasionally a humanoid is caught in it, and I've actually seen a video. I consider it a very realistic video because this is a fisherman boat pulling a giant sack of fish out, and there's something moving around it more than the fish, and when they try to open it, you see a humanoid arm come out.
So are we gonna see this? Is
Flips
this
it,
video?
and it has everything fall in. I mean, I can try to find the video.
Try to find the video. I'd like to see that.
Okay.
Ken says, Mantis Laney, do you believe in? Yes, 100%. I'm an alien believer. Ancient Aliens is in the show. I get a lot of my information from them, but I think it's kind of lame.
No, I think Ancient Aliens is super lame, but super fun.
Super lame, but super fun. It's honestly what I watch to fall asleep at.
They
Nice.
certainly talk nonsense. Like they're always they're always saying
100%.
crazy theories that I'm like, you're an idiot.
Well, and hair makes me laugh so very much. So I don't really know his name. I just call him Hair.
Oh yeah, the hair dude, the Greek dude with the crazy hair. He's like an alien.
He is an alien.
He's like Picasso, an alien. Oh, that one really offends me.
Oh my goodness.
I've seen a lot of lame videos too. You know what? They're all in compilation videos. I feel like
That's
I'm gonna.
fine.
You know what
That's
it is? I
fine.
feel like I'm gonna put one on, and it's gonna be one of the lame ones that are clearly fake, and everyone's gonna stop believing.
Well, let's not have them stop believing. I'd like them to continue to believe.
Yeah, never stop believing, guys, and never stop partying.
Right, exactly. As I'm sitting here sipping on water.
Bomo says Portland, Maine just sucks.
Are we still hating on Portland, Maine? My God. I didn't see the film until a few years ago. It's a great storyline. I'll have to look into that because, like I said, I know Waterworld. I definitely believe that's where we'll be evolving to. There are already humans who are saying that they can breathe underwater. There are did I say aliens? Humans. There are. Did I say humans? Oh my goodness, my brain's not working. See, I think all mermaids are female and they seduce human males to reproduce and then eat them. I'm going to disagree with you, Matt. I do believe that there are male mermen, merfolk. Actually, one of the oldest merman person was Triton, son of Poseidon and Tritonus, so who was also the goddess of one of the lakes.
Yeah, so Triton was definitely like he was the first real depiction of lower half fish, upper half a human.
Right.
Triton and his crew.
Triton and his crew.
And so, but I will say this: over time, the stories of the mer people, was basically the concept is people believe they didn't have a soul. And the way that they could get a soul was by seducing a human. If they could make a human fall in love with them, then they could take your soul. And they would then they'd be rectified. And so this could just be generally hating on something they don't understand. Like, obviously, legends are always involved something stupid, right?
Well, I feel like anything supernatural doesn't have a soul. So, yeah.
Like a witch.
Or a vampire.
So Ken says, "Do you guys believe in ancient aliens?" Do I believe in the theory of the what is it? The ancient astronaut theories? I do believe in that.
Mm-hmm.
Do I believe that everything that's ever happened to us is responsible because of aliens the way the show depicts it? I don't believe that.
Uh-huh.
But I think it's very possible aliens have visited us throughout the ages, including ancient times, and that sometimes certain gods could be accredited to aliens.
Well, right, because we've already kind of talked that I believe that gods are aliens. Even if you don't want to believe that, that is my belief. I think that that's how we were created, and yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me that a god would be an alien. Just saying.
Right, you want to deport Jesus, right?
No, I don't understand. Is this still going to be the goddamn hashtag of like
hashtag deport God?
Oh man. I've been with a woman who has been like a
Thank you, Sean. I kept that up long enough because I'm glad Lainey was the one who read that.
I cannot. I don't believe in aliens. Matt, I actually am shocked by that.
I'm shocked too. I don't even get it.
Yeah, for in all honesty, I would think that you would be one to believe in aliens. So yeah, completely shocked by that one.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I just don't understand why like, you don't believe that the aliens exist, or you don't believe they visited us, or like, what do you think? There are aliens, says Bomb. Yo, there are, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the merfolk are aliens. What do you think of that theory?
I think that they are probably. No, I think that they're like us. They're probably engineered by alien.
Mm-hmm.
I think,
or there could just be something called evolution. You know, I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
maybe I'm just crazy.
Okay, but okay, so. Oh my God. Oh, we are gonna fight tonight, aren't we?
You're accrediting like everything to aliens, right? Including.
I'm not accrediting everything to aliens. I'm just sitting here and saying that I do think that we are partially engineered. I think that we have come a very long way, in the evolution game very quickly. So yeah, I don't think that there's anything wrong to accredit some higher omnipotent thing to creating us. Sorry. Not sorry.
So yeah, if you guys want to know where the origins of the love machine that a mer woman is all about, it comes from the real origin of, or should I say, a different type of origin of a merfolk, from the Assyrian goddess Atargatis, and I'm sure I'm mispronouncing it. I'm absolutely sure I'm mispronouncing it. But she was a priestess who fell in love with a god. The god went down to be with her, and apparently, her loving was too much for him.
Yeah,
and he died from being overly loved, basically. Which is like, okay. And so she grew very sad. She grew very sad. And what it was is he actually didn't die. His mortal form died, and he was brought back to the heavens. And so then, because she couldn't be with him, she threw herself into the sea. And then he begged for her life to the other gods, and the other gods were like, "Let her live amongst the sea, and you can live with that. But you guys can't be together because you're different worlds." Basically, he had rich parents, and she was a poor woman, and
oh my God!
And so they turned her into a something that would look like a mer lady to us. And so I believe that's the origin of the mer folk, but also the idea of like romance being connected to the sea creatures, right?
Correct. Kind of.
Did you want to do any alterations to my story? Am I off on somewhere?
You were a little off. She was actually the goddess. He was a mortal man. And yes, she did 100% kill him with her love. And then she threw herself into the lake trying to
what I heard
herself.
is that she did not become a goddess until after she got turned into a mer person.
Okay, well,
Agree to disagree then.
We're going to agree to disagree. Is Medusa technically a siren? No, Medusa would not be a siren. She is not a singer. She was a a lot of people. Her storyline has been skewed throughout history.
Wait, before you say anything, I'd like to get it straight up that in all these gods and goddesses, there are multiple stories to them. And so,
Correct.
for instance, Medusa has two major ones, whether you're looking at the Greek or the Roman. And one is the story of a woman who's cursed, and the other is she is simply the child of a Gorgon.
Correct.
So, but feel free to tell your...
No.
No, because you were saying the corruption of the Medusa story. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, so basically, guys, this is this is God.
I think that we should talk about Medusa in another episode, because I do think that Medusa has a lot. I mean, there's so many episodes that we have to do. It's not even funny, isn't it?
Do a full episode on Medusa, because I've seen some ugly bitches out there. And oh, you don't mean just ugly girls. You mean specifically the demon.
I think I might hang up on you.
I'm saying you guys are feeling a little sassy tonight.
You are feeling a little sassy tonight. He did chug an entire glass of coffee before he came on, so
right.
Yeah, you're so tired. We're both so tired.
It's so tiring to party with hippies on their wedding. Come on, excuse me.
I bet it is. My first introduction to mermaids was from the West African legend, Mamiwata. Some people call her a mermaid, other people call her a water spirit. Yeah, so Bex, there is actually even today in... I don't want to get this wrong. Why can't I think of the country in Africa?
South Africa.
Because my brain is... No,
Zimbabwe.
It's not South Africa.
Nigeria.
No.
The Congo.
But it might have been Zimbabwe.
Libya.
Oh my gosh. What am I going to do with you?
Algeria.
No.
Senegal.
No. Are you just going to keep going?
West Cameroon.
I like it.
I can't keep guessing whenever I think I've ran out of all my African knowledge.
I think you have. This is going to really drive me nuts.
Madagascar.
Oh my God. No. I think you might have already said it. Frickin' frick.
There are many aliens in the USA.
Yeah, Zimbabwe. It was Zimbabwe. I thought you were right, but I didn't want to get it wrong. Anyway, there's a story of like literally today, where they were creating I need a minute.
Yo, you can all see that I had nothing to do with any of this.
My brain is like somebody took a whipper and like just whipped them into eggs. It's bad. I have no brain at the moment. This is exhaustion.
I was just telling the wee ones about your jellyfish aliens in New York. Well, thank you.
Jellyfish aliens?
Well, remember, I saw a sky jellyfish. That's my encounter that made me... Well, I was already a believer, but a true believer. But this was actually in Virginia. I think I've told this tale before.
I don't think I've ever heard this tale.
I said it on this show. I saw an energy jellyfish in the skies in Virginia coming home from the bar. And everyone discredits me because I was coming home from the bar and I spent my entire night out in the woods trying to follow it.
Okay, you're right.
Like
I'm sorry, I have heard this story.
So it was like a whole thing.
I mean, that's pretty cool, though. Lainey, your mic is better for what? I think because I turned it up. No. Okay, so wait, look. I turned it the other way.
Oh.
So it's not dangling. So this... anyway.
She loved him to death. Yeah, she loved him to death. So Matt says Medusa is a Gorgon. So I forget which one is the Greek or the Roman. And one of them, she is just the child of the Gorgon, and she's one of the evil, like the Sphinx and the Medusa are siblings, and there's a mother Gorgon, and she's the mother of monsters. And in another one, though, in the other tradition, Medusa was a priestess who was sexually assaulted by a god.
Mm-hmm. And then cursed.
And she gets cursed for being sexually assaulted in the game. It's like the woman's getting punished for his lust.
Correct. And that's why she's such a powerful entity. She got turned into, yes.
Yeah. So there are multiple ones. Timmy is awesome.
Timmy.
Welcome. Ann, how are you doing?
Y'all, he called ugly ladies Medusa. He did indeed. I almost hung up on him for that one. I'm not going to lie.
That's a valid joke.
It wasn't a valid joke though, because also in that lore, Medusa is still a very beautiful woman, just with snakes on her head, which is also another reason that men wanted to look at her and be turned to stone.
Right.
So get your facts straight, Mantis. She's beautiful. Yeah, I don't believe in like sentient alien beings, but
Well,
like microorganism aliens.
but
Sure.
Matt,
Go
you
ahead.
don't believe that somewhere in this galaxy or even universe, there's another planet where there are sentient creatures hanging out? You don't think someone else is podcasting in this galaxy? Like on the other side of it right now? You don't think it's possible?
Medusa's beautiful.
This is beautiful.
Yes.
But a lot of these legends go into it. And so basically mermaids are depicted and perceived differently depending on where you are in this world. So for instance, in Japan, their mermaids, the creature has the entire body of a fish, but a human head in their version of it.
And they're like 40 feet long.
They're enormous. They're like these enormous. So in Russia, this is super interesting. Back when Russia had like a polytheist, more nature-driven thing, they believed that there were mermaids, and mermaids occasionally took human form and would walk throughout the countryside, and that doing that would heal Mother Earth and give spiritual energy to Mother Earth. However, over time, they started seeing them as bad, and they were like, these women are bad when they come onto our soil, and they're harbingers of doom. And in Poland, they actually believe that girls who committed the S word became mermaids. It was like a curse to be stuck down in the water
For having
off themselves.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes. Thank you. That S word.
Oh, right. Sorry, guys. I'll say sex. I was
gonna say, why would you say sex? I'm like, I was so confused. My mind is okay. Anyway,
he says, "Nope. Earth is a once in a lifetime thing. No ET for me." Okay.
Wow, Matt. Yeah, I'm surprised by that. Do you think silkies are a version of mermaids?
I don't know if I know silkies. I don't know.
I'm not even familiar with silkies.
He said, "Yeah, self deletion." There we go. That's the
Thank you for that, because that was not the S word I was thinking of, guys. Okay.
And so in Ireland and I believe Scotland, they are connected to the Fae, to the fairy folk, and they believe they're a type of fairy folk, just a water version of them. So it's very interesting. What's interesting is that every culture has like mer people stories. They just have different explanations, as that makes sense. But what I think is very interesting is that every culture has mermaids in it.
Yes, 100%. Okay, so silky, also called the seal people or the mermaid. A silky is a marine legend that tells of people who are half fish and half human. In the water, they are seals, but on land, they shed their skin and take on human form. So then, yeah, I would consider them a mermaid.
Oh, yeah. No, I think they're all possibly part of the same thing. And so I've seen depictions of, and also in these videos, I love watching these videos. There are some really horrible ones. Like, like this in Mexico, this guy goes under the caves and then he sees like a mermaid swim by underwater, but like it looks like a girl who's just wearing one of those body stockings.
Yeah.
Basically, if it looks like the Little Mermaid or like the chick on our overlay right now, then I don't believe that's a mermaid. I believe that the mer people look have scaly skin and are pale and whatever.
Okay.
What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. I think that there could be, like you said earlier, I think that there are multiple water beings. Would I consider them all mermaid? No, probably not. I think we talked in one of these episodes about I don't remember what they were called, but they were alien looking, mushroom shaped heads.
People just call them swimmers.
Swimmers, that's what they were called. They were. I don't think that that's a mermaid, but
I don't think that's
alien,
a mermaid.
Or were they?
People usually associate swimmers with aliens because they have been spotted next to what looked to be an undersea UFO.
Okay.
And so people assume that was a dive team of aliens, the swimmers.
Okay.
But once again, we don't know what these things are. For all we know, UFOs are what mermaids fly around in.
Right.
when
Also,
they
why
rescue.
couldn't you? Why, right. Also, I don't think that like why is it so far fetched to think that these water folk could be smarter than us or have the means to creating their own USOs? We
Well,
don't
okay,
know.
so here's what it is. Some scientists, and I actually like to argue with these guys. Some scientists they go about smelting. They're like under the water you can't have smelting plants, so therefore you can't make complicated composites or metals. And so I feel them, but maybe they found a different way to do it. You see what I'm saying? Maybe there isn't just one way. I think what a lot of scientists we make a lot of assumptions about alien life, right?
100%.
For
Right.
instance, I understand why we're looking at planets that are only in the Goldilocks zone and only have oxygen and only have H2O because they're like that's what we know life to be. But I am positive that life has evolved on other planets that don't have oxygen, that have some other chemical. And I think it's obnoxious of us to think that only oxygen-rich places can make life.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. No, I agree.
Because when we were single-celled organisms, we didn't care about oxygen. Oxygen meant nothing to us. It was later on when we came onto land and we developed lungs to process this thing that's out. Basically, made use of what was in our atmosphere. And I think true evolving life from single-cell beyond would make use of whatever chemicals are in its area.
Right.
Right. We make all these assumptions. So we make assumptions that like aliens must use technology the same way we do. They assume that the aliens have bikes and cars and the internet and use radios. For all we know, they don't.
Right.
Do something else with their lives.
Right. Right. No, I totally agree with that. Do you think we'll ever be able to explore the Mariana Trench and find these merfolk? And do you think they live there and that's why we haven't found them yet? So that's a really good question. So yeah, the Mariana Trench is basically like the largest trench.
What up, Reese?
Hey, Reese. In the world. It's I don't even remember how many fathoms deep, but it's deep, like really, really deep. Like we can't get there. Do I think that they live there? I mean, maybe, but I also think that there are other ways that mermaid can get around us and not be seen.
I love this. Cat says mushroom-shaped swimmers, eh? Their helmets look like mushrooms. If that makes it less sexual.
Let's just not even play into that one. Although we could.
Reese, welcome in. Laney and Mantis, yo, what is up? Do you think you would fall victim to a mermaid song? I think it is. I would.
Yeah, you would. You would, 100%.
I think here's what it is. Let's say I'm driving a boat. It's night for whatever reason, and I started hearing singing. I would be like, "What's that singing?" And if I thought I saw a human out in the ocean, I would go to them. I'm not even sure if I would think mermaid. I don't even think the first thing I would think is mermaid. Because what if that's a girl lost at sea, and I'm like, "Fuck this bitch, she's a mermaid," and I go the other way?
Right, but she's but then she's singing, so she's just lost at sea singing, like
maybe she's delirious from dehydration, and she's singing her last.
You really are a good soul.
Be
gone.
You leave her to.
Oh hell yes, I would. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Oh my goodness, you're a horrible person.
I'm not a horrible person. I'm a truthful person. Listen. When people like us believe in this kind of stuff, you run. You run.
I'm going to be very self-righteous in this.
Go ahead. Be self-righteous.
So first, Shaolin says Aquaman already explored the trench and he found his mom and Atlan's trident there. Yes, he did. So no, basically here's what it is. I was recently hanging out with a bunch of family, and the family for the wedding, and they wondered they don't understand how I live my life, and they're like, and I seem like, I guess, fearless to them. They're very anxious people. They're like driven with fear about everything, and they're like, I don't understand how you live your life. You do whatever, blah, 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 you follow your dreams, blah, 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 and all this shit. And I basically was like, look, I don't have time for fear in my life. Like, when I was younger, when we're young, when we're weak, when we're little kids, everyone's anxious. The world is scary. I don't have time to be fucking scared. Like, even if it was a mermaid, I think I might want to go check her out. And I know that sounds like I'm trying to get laid, but no, I'm just saying, like this, like the jellyfish in the sky. I'm gonna go toward it, not away from it, because I'm curious.
All I'm saying is that number one, you wouldn't be caught dead in the ocean. You are afraid of the ocean.
I do. I absolutely hate the ocean. I would not be in a boat.
Right.
Unless even I would. Here's what it is. I would be in a boat, but I would stay away from the edges, and I'd be like, I'd be upset the whole time. Okay, let's put a scenario. Let me give you an example. If I was kidnapped, and the Russians who kidnapped me, I was able to break my chains and beat them up, and then I realized I'm on a boat, I wouldn't like it, but I would man up and get my myself home.
And then fall into the depths of a siren / mermaid and die. So great, good. You got away from the Russians. Now you're mermaid bait.
They made it to the bottom not long ago with a drone type thing. I need to check that out.
Yeah, I gotta check that out too, because I thought that the drone broke. Let's go balls deep into the Mariana Trench. Yeah, I mean, I would love to go balls deep into the Mariana Trench. Carmen, hello. How are you?
Okay, so I actually believe that I don't even believe that the merfolk are necessarily in the Marianas Trench. I believe that they have the ability to swim in normal waters. And so here's the thing. We know so little about the ocean. We're constantly learning new things about the ocean.
100%.
Like I just watched a YouTube video the other day where a guy found a new type of fish in an area where people fish all the time. And he pulled out this weird fat thing and he couldn't identify it. And he brought it out and they're like, you found a new species.
Or an old species. Like a lot of...
New to us. New to us. But what I'm saying is I think there are mer ladies just hanging out in the Atlantic, living the dream.
100%.
You know? And we just... Because here's what it is. There's how much surface of water, let alone under the water, it's too much to explore. We can't map or know all of it. It's just impossible.
I am a mermaid, guys. Just want to let you know.
Why are you here on the land?
Because I'm trying to find my mate so I can have the child.
another merman or
Lainey's horrible. Laugh my ass off. This coming from the man that says he'd use the elderly as a human shield during the zombie apocalypse.
No, Reese.
Thank you, Reese.
Reese, all I'm saying is they have served their purpose.
Oh my God.
One last purpose. They have one last purpose, and it's to let us younger people live on. Right? That makes sense.
You give me a headache.
What I'm here for. But I still stand by using the elderly for bait.
Listen.
Wait, hold on.
You do you, and when I meet you in hell, I'll be like, I told you so.
If the merfolk was old and I see them singing and I drive by them and it's an old one, I'm going to turn away and be like, she's lived her life.
So he is trying to get laid, guys. He is trying to get laid.
That's just, I'd fall victim. I'd be like, oh, this beach babe is look for some D and going to get her pregnant. I mean...
Is this what happened? Okay.
I'm in the same boat as you, Mantis. I don't F with water unless it's cement pod with a high concentration of chlorine. I'm not interested. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Like, I love pools. I just feel like, look at all these damn sharks.
I'm an ocean girl, so you can't, like, it's fine. I know I swim with the sharks. It's okay.
They're going to eat you, damn it.
That's
Do you
fine.
see they attacked a 10-year-old boy the other day in New York.
Come eat me.
I'm not driving you to the hospital. Yeah, you want to swim with the sharks? I'm not.
Yeah, but you wouldn't even be caught dead on the beach with me anyway. So let's not even go there.
Here's what it is. I go to beach parties. I just I'll go to the into the water. I won't go deep in. I'll get a little wet and then I'll go and hang out on the beach. You know, or I go to lakes. I'll swim in lakes.
There's horrible monsters in lakes too.
But in the swimming area.
Oh.
I do believe in lake monsters. I just don't think every lake has one. What a Carmen. Never mind. It was the deepest point of the Atlantic. Yeah. That's what he's saying. They sent it to the deepest part of the Atlantic. But here's what I'm saying. Think about how big the Atlantic is. The Atlantic is bigger than any country we've ever known. We do not have enough drones or time to explore all of the floor of the Atlantic. Or the Pacific, or any of these.
We don't. Well, and that's okay. So, and that's another question that a lot of people have is that why are we? Did you see that comment?
I do. He says when it comes to zombie, I'd be like, F these old people.
That's yeah. You guys, I'll meet you in hell. That's all I'm gonna put out there. Sea Witch, hi. You
Hello,
should be more
Sea Witch.
afraid of orcas than anything else in the ocean. Yeah, absolutely. Sea Witch is
Those
correct.
are killer whales? Is that
Yeah,
that's
they don't mess with them. I'm just saying they are nasty creatures. If I saw an orca, I'd be more afraid of an orca than a shark.
Well, here's what I'm saying. I'm scared of that too, and anyone who isn't is just like willfully stupid. Because honestly, this is the biggest creature we are aware of on the planet, and you want to swim by it? You think it's your buddy? It's not your buddy. It's like I'm not messing. Anyway,
and they'll play with you too. Like they are known to play with their food.
yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
They're evil. They're evil. Fuck the ocean.
Yeah, but both Cthulhu and Starspawn lives there.
Come on, guys.
Come eat me. I'm gonna isolate the clip. Yo, please, Matt, please do.
No. Listen, I'm just gonna say, if you sell that clip, the proceeds go to me.
I honestly think when the year comes up, I think we will have to do like a best of clips, like montages of each of them.
Oh, 100%. I think that would be great. Or like even bloopers, because I know there's a lot of them from me.
Technically, we got to communicate with the dolphins. We need to ask them these questions. Yeah. I took a science fiction class in college, and we watched a lot of science fiction movies, but particularly they gave us novels to read, but we really read all these great short stories from guys who would later on write great novels. And one of them is about a scientist who's learning to communicate with dolphins. And he's playing these games with the dolphins. He's trying to figure it out. And he figures out how to communicate with the dolphins. And a UFO comes down and the aliens come down. And they say, this has all been a game. And they say, we wanted to see if the most intelligent species on the planet could communicate with one of the dumbest. And if they did that, then they were worthy of being elevated. And the scientist is like, that's amazing.
They're taking the dolphins.
They take the dolphins and they fly away.
I was like sitting there. I'm like, no, wait, that doesn't make sense. And then I'm like, oh, they took the dolphin. I love that. Oh, man.
Damn aliens. Damn aliens.
But now we know, wait. Mermaids are real. They're actually dolphin.
Well, do you believe they can shapeshift? And some people believe they can shapeshift into different aquatic life.
Yeah, so I do believe that they are definitely shapeshifters. It would just make sense, because even though we say that there have been a lot of sightings, there have been increasingly less throughout the years, and I do believe that they're shapeshifters, or they are able to phase maybe between timelines or universes.
So my catch-all theory for everything.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't have to say it. Everyone knows it, right?
I would hope so, but there might be some new people in here, so maybe you should tell them.
So I think the thing that explains every cryptid and possibly ghosts as well is that what it is that these things are phasing in and out of our dimension, and there's a dimension where they control all the oceans, and they probably have cities everywhere, and occasionally we visit them and they visit us, and it's just a thing that happens.
There you go.
And so I just think that the reason why we might not be able to find their home is that maybe it's not physically in this plane.
Sorry, I'm reading the comment, and I was like a little thrown off by that.
People actually drink orca milk.
No thanks.
That is, we
I
should
don't
not
even like
mess with these
milk.
creatures.
No, I agree. What we selling? We're selling me saying, "Come eat me," but it was a it was a little more seductive than I meant it to be.
Yeah. She's in one of those moods. See what says, wait, what is he?
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's gross.
Wait, that is. Are these hipsters? Are they from Brooklyn? Or no, they're from the Midwest, but they moved to Brooklyn with all their money. And they're like, I don't even drink oat milk. I drink orca milk.
How do you get orca milk though? Like in all
some psycho. We need to save
I'd like an orca milk and tea, please. This might be one of my favorite episodes so far.
Yeah, they're the apex predators of the ocean. The orcas. Yeah, no, absolutely.
They are.
Dolphins are serial rapists. Look it up. Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
they
absolutely.
Are.
They're nasty. Don't trust dolphins. I mean,
so they not only rape their own people, but they'll rape you.
Oh yeah.
They rape trainers. They attack trainers for sexual desire.
Well, I mean, also the trainers have sex with them too, which is.
But so what it is, so I read this. What was it? I believe it's called Ishmael, the book. You ever read this book about the guy goes to the classroom to learn? He's here to learn about the Earth, and he goes to the classroom, and there's a gorilla there, and the gorilla starts talking to him. Well, in Ishmael, it's very deep. It's supposed to be deep. Everybody seems to love it. I was forced to read it in college at one point. But one of the things he says, no animals don't wage war. Only humans wage war. But since then, I've realized that countless animals have war, a concept of war. And dolphins, you know what they war over? Women. When one dolphin group beats another one at war, they take their women and enslave them.
Mm-hmm. Yuppers! Fun fact.
Dirty, disgusting animals. How do you drink almond milk? I drink almond milk. What do you mean?
She said, "How do you milk an almond?" Read it correctly. Gosh darn it!
Oh, how do you milk an almond? I do it all the time. They have little almond teats. Oh you gotta have a magnifying glass and like a little tweezer. It takes a long time to get a full glass, though. It just says you asked the almond nicely. Trust me, they're into it. Those bad boys, they're into it.
We're getting increasingly crazier as we do these, aren't we?
The subject matter is, I don't know how we got onto milking almonds, but
I don't either. I really don't. It's okay.
But you know what I am gonna read?
What
you're talking about?
Okay.
I'm gonna say top 8 that I can gather, which in my opinion are some of the best proof of mermaids.
Okay.
So in the early 2000s, Goke went Zimbabwe. Near a dam, they sent a team of workers to set up a bunch of pumps and stuff like that. And they were constantly harassed by mermaids. Mm-hmm. It got so bad, every time they would replace the workers, the mermaids would keep harassing them because they didn't want them in that part of the water. Got to the point where no one in the area would take the job of setting up the pumps. Even though it's a very impoverished place where people need these jobs, no one would do it. And they waited months before they went back to work in order to do it. Right. Also, we've got Columbus. I think this might be a famous anecdote about mermaids. But Columbus, on his ride when he came to Hispaniola, on the island around there, he said that he saw mermaids, and then he said that they were disgusting and not pretty at all. That's his take. So I'm not the only pig around here. Columbus is a pig too. Okay. So, also Southland, New Zealand. This one, I really hope. I wish I had more information on this one, but everyone seems to keep repeating it, so it must be true. Southland, New Zealand, off the island of it, that fishermen found an actual corpse of a female mermaid, and they actually brought them to doctors, and the doctors couldn't determine what race it was. They're like, it's humanoid, but it does not look. It doesn't. Whatever. And I just wish I had more information that I could double check these people's work. In Japan, World War II, there seems to be a lot of these. And war, when they have to stop fighting because of a supernatural creature. I don't know if I talked about it in the werewolf one, but there was a time when the Germans had to stop fighting because of the wolf situation.
Really?
Werewolves were in the area eating soldiers, and they had to stop and hunt them. Yeah. So in World War II, they had to stop underwater operations because they kept running into mermaids in this one area of Japan. Around they had their defense navy there and all this stuff.
Okay.
This one is a huge one because people have footage from it. Kiryat Yam in Israel a female mermaid came on shore and was performing tricks for the beachgoers.
What kind of tricks?
I don't know, but so I really don't. Oh, those types of tricks. Well, now I really want to go help the mermaid in the middle of the water.
Oh my gosh. You go enjoy that, Mantis.
But they eventually got footage of what looks to be a mer creature on the shores. Like some guys got video, and then when it saw them there, it freaking jumped in the water. But it was definitely, I was like, that ain't no seal.
No.
And then in South Africa, there's the legend of red eyes. That people, a large group of sailors saw a merfolk lady, and when they looked into her eyes looked like they were glowing red or something. And so they call her the legend of red eyes over there in South Africa. So there's rife with these sightings. Mantis is a cereal almond milker. Look it up. Hide your nuts, y'all. Because I'm milking them all.
I cannot with you guys. I swear to goodness.
You didn't think this was going to get sexual?
I guess I should have known. I guess I should have known. I mean, yeah, we all are.
He says, like, frick a mermaid if I knew how they reproduced. Like,
yeah, like, what do you mean by that?
Baby? Is he?
Oh my. Mermaid turning tricks sounds like an awesome pyramid scheme.
Oh man!
Oh man! We'll just find somebody to put a silicone tail on.
Albino mermaid. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Do you actually believe? Oh right, in Norway. This is another thing. You know what's interesting about Norway? Norway's description of mermaids are that they are pale skinned. And this isn't ancient. This is modern sailors talking about their mermaids. They said they all have pale skin. They have bulgy dark eyes, like an alien, and they all have black hair. And I'm like, and so that's like not many people have that description, but that's like the Norway people's ways of.
I mean, I'm sure that there are different looking mermaids, right? Like I can't imagine that they all look the same. I don't know. Like when you think about a mermaid too, though, like I think that they are romanticized just like any other supernatural creature. How can you talk about mermaids and not get sexual? I mean, truth. I
mean, there are cases of women who claim with legs or whatever who claim that they're like, I was a mermaid and I got stranded here with legs or whatever.
Right. Like me.
Are they crazy?
I'm a mermaid.
So you're a mermaid and you're looking for your merman.
I'm looking for my fin and I'm looking for my merman. Yes, to bring back to the ocean with me.
Do you believe in selkies?
Selkies are, we already talked about selkies, didn't we?
Oh, so they're silkies or selkies. Yeah, no, I believe in them. I believe in all these sea guys.
Lainey dressed as a mermaid. Ever tried sushi?
Folks, I just want to let you know that I'm totally fine with all the jokes and everything. I just want to let it be known that I didn't start them. Oh, okay. You said it. You opened the door.
I did not open the door. How did I open the door?
By screaming, "Come eat me" on a podcast. That's why.
Referring to the gosh darn sharks, not you. Anyway, whatever. Y'all, it's fine. I like it.
So what are your thoughts? What do you think they look like? What is your belief on what?
Well, I don't know. Okay, so if we're talking deep sea aquatic creatures, I would assume that they are actually larger than we would think. They're fat. I would think that a mermaid is actually fat.
Oh, you're calling Columbus a chubby chaser.
Yeah.
that is grimy. He founded this country. Because all these guys are just like all these sailors are like, oh, these chicks are hot, man. Let's get with them. You're implying that they like bigger women. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. Big women need love too, guys.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are though.
Why?
Because I think there's an assumption that that's how their anatomy works. But no, I think if they really are fish meaty, like if you eat tuna, then you assume that they're not red meat. They're like a fish creature, right? So they can be lean. They can be lean like a salmon. Salmon doesn't have fat. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think if they're mammals, they have to have the fat.
So you're saying that mer people are not mammal?
I don't think they're mammals at all. I think they're absolutely. I think they're humanoid. I think at one point, yeah.
But you don't think that they're mammalian? Wait, I'm sorry. Really? Okay.
Yes, and so wait, hold on. This is the loose definition of it, right? So like, duck-billed platypus. What the fuck is up with that? Are you feeling me? Duck-billed platypus.
What is a platypus though? Because they're considered mammals, but they lay eggs.
Yeah, so it's only the duck-billed ones that have it, but they have a nose like a duck. They lay eggs, but they're mammals. That's bizarre, right? And so what bizarre. I think our categorization of animals might be too general for any of these things. But okay, I think that these women might have like actual fish characteristics, and that's why they can stay lean under the water.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think?
I mean, I'm kind of grasping what you're saying. Columbus fricked manatees confirmed. I mean, yeah, manatee. Anyway, when have you ever seen a fat swimmer? Swimming in the ocean full time does not make you fat unless you mean fat. I mean, all I'm saying is that if you are it is a good point, but if you are a mammal of the ocean region, you generally hold a lot of blubber to keep you warm. But I am also thinking of a mermaid as a mammal.
It is. I don't think the mermaid is a mammal.
Okay.
What do you think? So you think they are a mammal?
Yeah, I think that they're a mammal.
So what's with the tail?
Dolphins are mammal. They have a tail. Whales are mammal. They have a tail. Like, what do you mean?
No, but I'm saying they have clearly like a fishy tail. They have some.
They have a scaled tail. That doesn't mean that they're not mammal. Like I don't. Okay, they're a hybrid. Whatever you want to call it. They're not fat, guys. They're skinny, beautiful, seductive creatures.
Are you jealous of the merfolk now?
No, because I am a fucking mermaid. Duh.
Okay.
How many times do I have to say it?
I just think that it's just weird how you're trying to conform them to one.
I'm not trying to conform them to one. Exactly. It doesn't matter if they're fat or not. They're still beautiful creatures. They are mutants. Yes. Okay, I like that.
Wait, are they mutants though? Come on. I think that's too easy, and that's discriminatory.
I don't think that they're mutants. I think that they are part of our evolution. I think that, like you said earlier, we branched off. We branched into the water people and we branched into the land people because you see it all of the time. There's the generalization. Basically, people believe that dolphin are the sea to a horse to the land. It's just part of evolution. No?
Like I don't know, man. I don't want to call them mutants because if there are a whole species down there, then they can't be mutants. I think it might just be a type of evolution we don't understand, right?
I agree with that 100%. You know, I think that it's evolution. I do think that they are humanoids. I just don't know humalians. I just don't know. I don't know. But here's my thing too: is that like.
Go on.
I just want to see one.
Yeah, no, I'm actually looking on the videos now again to see if I can show somebody some sort of video.
Just want to see
that isn't
one.
Clearly CGI or just totally faked.
Most of them look kind of fake. I did look a lot today, but
and there, and another thing is, so people are so obsessed with these with merfolk that there's literally a theme park. Have you heard of this?
No.
There's a mermaid palace theme park or something where they have actresses who are really good at aqua and stuff like that, and they go down under the water and they say hello to the little girls who are like looking through glass.
Aww,
and they go up and they take air shots. They take their air shots and they're good at scubaing. and they just go down to the water, and like the normal guests are going to the bottom part that has glass, and they swim with the belugas and they swim with the dolphins to impress these little girls, and like little girls like go all flock there, and they love it. It's a theme park dedicated to women acting like mermaids.
Maybe there really are mermaids there. And...
Yeah, right. It's like the theater company in Interview with a Vampire. That they're vampires pretending to be actors who are pretending to be vampires.
Exactly.
Hide and play sight.
Aw, guys. You're making me blush.
Oh man, get a ring too. They need a siren goddess. Oh my god. Dolphins are assholes. Okay.
Dolphins are assholes, but thanks for the blush, guys. I definitely am blushing. Chameleons. Yes, exactly.
Is it possible that the hybrid experiments created these things? He doesn't believe in mermaids either. Matt is a non-believer. I'm very concerned.
I'm concerned about this too. No, I don't think. I think that mermaids. I think that mermaids came before humans, 100%. Or they came alongside us. I don't think that there is one that created the other.
Okay, you ready for a conspiracy theory video?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not gonna have any audio on because it's someone else's content. But
oh my god, Sea Witch, that would be bad. That would be really bad.
That would be super bad.
It would be super bad.
Wait, hold on, guys. We're gonna start putting on the video portion of this so that we can just start seeing looking at stuff like that. Because oh boy, it's just there's a lot of bad videos submitted into this world about merfolk.
Right, but are we surprised by that? Like, I mean, everybody wants to be the one who caught the footage of these mer people or whatever, anything.
So here's supposedly some scientists finding a dead mer woman on the thing that supposedly somebody is shot. Wait, where is it? Oh. They cut away. There's supposed to be a scene where there's more of it. See, look. What the fuck? See, this one is not a lot of good videos. Let's see. Let's go back. Yeah, you guys can join me on the journey of looking for mer videos. So, Lady, what are your theories? Are we going to meet these creatures? What's the deal?
I think we already probably have met these creatures. I think that they're definitely among us. I think that they can shapeshift. I think that they're right in front of us.
Are you implying that you are merfolk?
I can't imply that I'm all five. Like literally, they did. Like the chat's starting to call me out on it too. I can't be everything. No, I'm not implying that I'm a mer person, but I'd like to be a mer person. If I had the chance for a merman to come to me and be like, I want to make you my mer queen, I'd be like, hell yeah, let's go. I would do it in a heartbeat. I think I just want to be supernatural.
Matt's always here, but he doesn't believe in shit. Laugh out loud. It's fair. We got to have someone counterbalance Laney and Mantis. It's true. We're like the hardcore believers. Yes, maybe we need... do mermaids barf? I think all animals barf, right? Fish definitely barf.
Fish barf.
They look like they barf.
Yeah. Now these are just movie.
Yeah. That's filler between the supposed footage, but I want to see if they have actual real, supposed footage. Mermaids. The Little Mermaid.
Which is actually kind of cool too, because they took a lot of the lore and put it into that. So did you know that?
Look, there's the Japanese one. There's the Japanese merfolk. You see it?
Your excitement is so real. Yes, I see it. It's an ugly fish.
You seem disgusted.
I'm not disgusted whatsoever. I like mermaids. There we go.
Man, what is good? It's so funny not to have audio. Look at this. Okay, this is not the video we want. But go on. What are your theories? Tell me about some of your most wild mermaid theories.
I don't know. What do you mean by my wildest? Like, I think that they're here. I think that they
shapeshift?
I think they shapeshift. Yeah, 100%. I think that they're among us.
Hmm.
And like I said, if a merman wanted to come, I really do.
Actually, let's talk about that real quick.
Okay.
What? So you're dying for a werewolf or a vampire or a merfolk to take you away from this horrible life?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's horrible, but yeah, man. If I could be supernatural, I would love to be supernatural. Yes.
But like oh wait, okay. Here's the fisherman one. Here's the fisherman video.
Mm-hmm.
So let's watch it. I think I believe in this one. Obviously, that's stupid. Okay, it's about to come up. So watch. They're filming on a boat. I'm on a boat. We're on a boat. Okay. So they got their catch.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just super rowdy.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something in there. Look. The fuck was that?
Oh, and then they just drop the net?
Yeah, you see a freaking humanoid arm come out.
I saw it. I mean, yeah.
So
that looked real. That looked real.
We can replay that a little. But what I'm saying is we're bound.
Oh, hell no!
No, hell no! It is right.
I'd jump in. I would have jumped right in. I would have jumped.
What do you think they're gonna do for you? I don't think they can magically turn you into a merfolk. I'm sorry to tell you this.
I mean, I could seduce a mer person. Why not?
Is any part of you surprised with all the technology that we haven't found any of these creatures? I mean, we have found them we would have found them by now.
I don't think so.
I totally disagree. We don't have any mastery of the sea at all. We have nothing but ignorance of the sea. We don't have maps of the ocean floor. We don't know where anything is, and we're constantly discovering. We just constantly discover new land animals, and we're discovering 10 times as many sea creatures as that, because the oceans are such a mystery to us. If anything, the ocean is a great place to hide something, right?
Yeah, 100%. I would have to agree with that. Lainey is a reptilian.
So you're a reptilian shoe shifter.
Well, I think that they meant shapeshifter. But, maybe I am. Although reptilians tend to be not so nice creatures, so I guess
they're horrible.
Yeah, they're horrible. So I would hope that you would think higher of me than a
I
reptilian.
was once married to a reptilian. It was horrible. She was a real bitch. But that's true. I'm believing is seeing, and I haven't seen these things. Okay. What do you think mermaid politics is like?
Archaic.
I thought they were more advanced than us, and I thought we were the ignorant.
I'm just kidding. Can I not have a joke?
No,
Goodness.
There's no joking on this podcast, okay? We take this stuff seriously. What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
Let's see. I mean, it looks so real, but there's a million ways you could replicate this, right?
That's not real.
Yeah, no, it's totally like it could totally be replicated, and therefore I have my. Because why didn't they take that to a hospital or some
scientist?
Yeah, or someone who knows what they're doing. Like, obviously, this is not trying to pass off as a girl. Obviously, that's a girl in a costume. What are they doing?
I don't know. That just seems really stupid. Oh.
The fuck?
No, you can see it. It's fake.
Yeah, I think it's fake.
Yeah, you can totally see that it's fake. Look at the separation between the belly and the tail. It's fake.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's fake. I think it's fake. Yeah.
Nice try, but no.
Nice try, you sons of bitches. But I'm not falling for it. Yeah, there are a bunch of these girls who just put on the body stocking and swim around.
Yeah, man, because everybody wants to be mermaids. Why not?
We need to make some contact with some motherfucking merfolk.
I'd like to make contact with merfolk.
And look,
I'd like to make contact with any kind of supernatural folk, though. I for sure. Anyway, what are some of your theories behind mermaids?
So I think it is very possible, even though I don't like. I'm trying to dissuade the alien or mutant idea. I do think it's possible that maybe these creatures are part of the hybrid program and they were created by aliens. To what end?
Wait,
though?
really? Because I feel like I said that earlier and you tried to debunk that.
I did, and now I realize I'm wrong, and I realize you're right.
Oh
Even
my
a
God,
broken
he said it
clock
again.
is like
He
twice
said
a day.
it again, guys. He said it again that I am right. Can you say that one more time? I'm sorry. I'd like to hear it a little better.
What did I say? Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
You're an asshole.
I know. To be honest, I was just being devil's advocate before. I think it's very possible that aliens created them. I just don't understand to what end why that would be a thing, but or they could be natural. But like, why do they hide from us? Why won't they hang out with us?
Because we're assholes as a species who would want to poke, prod, destroy, conquer. I mean, I could keep going if you wanted me to, because humans are trash. That's why. I wouldn't want to be... No, I'm good.
There's a theory that the way that Atlantis was destroyed, the population were punished for their hubris and were once considered demigod-level ascended masters in their consciousness and were turned into mermaids after their fall. I've heard that theory.
I've heard that theory as well.
I think it's very possible. As you know, I don't lean toward magic. I lean toward science and technology, but it sounds right. Somebody clip that. That's right that I said that I agreed with her. That's good show.
Thank you. Please clip that.
Before you guys bail, can I ask about some mermaids in entertainment, unless you talk about it? No, we haven't talked about mermaids.
We haven't talked about any mermaids in entertainment.
But I would love to talk about them.
Yeah, for sure. Because we suck. Thank you. Exactly. Because
favorite representation of a mermaid in film or TV?
Oh.
What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, that's a good question.
Because, like, are you like a fan of Splash?
I like Splash. I mean,
Splash is
good.
cute.
Splash is cute. It was a romantic movie. I thought that, it was all right.
Oh, look, great answer. Reese says Abe Sapien from Hellboy. Love that.
Love that. Would you consider him a merfolk, though?
I think so, right? I mean, he had legs, but I don't think you can still have legs and be a merfolk.
Okay.
Is your definition only with the long fishtail?
No. I think no. I don't. No. I think that you could totally have legs and still be a merfolk.
Obviously, there's Zoolander for that one part where he's a merman.
Oh God, please no.
He's like, you're in your underwear pretending you're a mermaid. It's merman. It's merman. You a Zoolander fan?
I mean, I've seen it.
Not. The one right
I've
over
I've seen the movie. I've seen it. I don't know. Yeah, sure. I'm a fan. No, not really.
There aren't a lot of great mermaid stuff going on here. Obviously,
I did like Pan's depiction of mermaids. I thought that they were really pretty and well done. I also really liked Pirates of the Caribbean. I thought that their mermaids were stunning, and done really well. But like, I mean, an Aquaman, if we would consider him a merman, he could take me away anytime.
Okay, calm down.
Nope, sorry.
Lady, okay. No, that's all good. So,
sorry, not sorry. That man is the epitome of perfection.
Hey, I'm straight as an arrow, and even I would let him take me. According to Screen Rant, the 15 best mermaid movies are 15, Miranda. Never heard of it. It's black and white. 14, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Okay, very good.
And I thought that they were beautiful.
13, Peter Pan.
They were
12,
done well.
The Little Mermaid.
How could can you not love The Little Mermaid?
Little Mermaid, so great. 11, The Mermaid. It's a Chinese film from 2016. Never heard of it.
I think I've actually seen that.
Splash.
Mm-hmm.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I actually hate their mermaids.
I do too. They're too CGI in my personal
But
opinion.
also they're too monstrous. They
Too
just made a monster.
monstrous, Too CGI.
Yeah.
And here's my thing: is that they were not supposed to be good in Harry Potter, but I don't think that they were supposed to be evil either. I think that they were supposed to be a neutral, and I think that they did those poor mermaids.
Those poor
wrong.
fucking mermaids.
Yeah, they did it wrong. It was wrong.
Hello, Rebuke TV. Welcome in. And then they have next Mermaids. There's literally a 1990 movie with Winona Ryder and Cher called Mermaids. I have never heard of it.
I've never seen it, but
Yeah,
oh wait, yeah. Yes, I have actually. I think it's her daughter turns into a mermaid,
I suppose I would know.
and actually, I think that it's the lore of the S word.
The lore of the S word. Oh.
I think so.
Oh.
I'm almost positive I've seen that movie, and I'm pretty
Rebuke
sure.
likes it. Rebuke says great movie.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that it was the S word. And she
Okay.
turns, and her daughter turns. Yeah, okay.
Yo, the
I might be right.
13th year.
Or
Never heard of it.
writing
It's a
something.
Disney Channel original movie from 1999.
I've seen that one too. It's awful.
Aquamarine. Aquamarine is a
Unfortunately.
2006 movie with Emma. Is that Emma Roberts?
I think so. I've seen that one as well.
And
Not great.
JoJo, the original JoJo. I love JoJo. Okay, so before they were talking about Peter Pan live action, next they say Peter Pan the animated. Then they say Lady in Water, which was just the worst movie ever.
I've never seen Lady in Water.
Oh God, that's M. Night Shyamalan, where the guy finds a mermaid in his swimming pool.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I have seen that one. Yeah.
Just no bueno.
So yeah, I would have to say that my favorite depiction. Oh, and then I'm sorry, but Waterworld, I do think that he was a merfolk. So I would have to go with him as well. He was a great depiction of it. I thought that they did it beautifully. I think that he is what evolution is going to look like if we were to turn into a water world. So spot on Waterworld. I like
Yeah, the number 2 movie that they have is Sabrina Down Under, as in Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
No, stop.
Sabrina, their second best. They're saying the second best mermaid movie ever. This is from Screen Rant, saying that Melissa Joan Hart's portrayal of Sabrina Spellman on Sabrina the Teenage Witch in 1999, a TV movie called Sabrina Down Under, featuring this teenage witch and her talking cat Salem, as they went to the Great Barrier Reef in Australia in order to help save mermaids from ocean pollution.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
The number 1 is Beach Blanket Bingo, which is
I've
a
never
funny
seen
movie
that.
from 1965 that's about a bunch of hippies who hang out on the beach. It's
Sounds
a
about
comedy.
right too. You're a comedy.
No, you're a comedy.
I know.
So basically, I don't think other than like The Little Mermaid or a couple others, I don't think there is a lot of. It's strange for something that's spotted so often, talked about so often. Media has nothing to say about it. There's no real epic mermaid.
No, and
movie.
there really could be. There really could be. Like, I think that the problem is that every time we get into this part of the show, when we start talking about movies and culture, like, you don't have good werewolf stuff. You don't have good mermaid stuff. Like, where is all of this? Like, these creatures have been around for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Why not create a movie on their lore? I would watch it, and I think
So
it'd be
Matt
great.
is saying to check out She Creature. Never heard of it. It's a remake of a 1956 movie remade in 2001, and I've actually never heard of it or watched it. She Creature, also billed as Mermaid
Ooh, it's a
Chronicles
horror.
Part 1,
It's a
is
horror.
a 2001 horror made for television movie directed by Sebastian. The film in this tribute series reuses the titles of old American international pictures. In the case of this, The She Creature, but are not remakes of the earlier film. Okay, I guess I got to check this out. She Creature.
Facts.
Facts. But yo, maybe we should. Maybe this is it. Maybe Mothership Monday needs to sponsor the creation of a mermaid movie. Maybe we should make a mermaid movie. Would you, yo, guys in chat, one in the chats if you want to see us make a low budget mermaid movie that will tell an epic story of how Lainey will find a merman and he will take her away.
If I get to put on a mermaid tail, I'll do it.
Yo, how's your swimming? Are you a good swimmer?
I'm a decent enough swimmer.
Oh, that means no.
I live by the ocean. I am an exceptional swimmer.
No. Wait, no. Here's what it is. If your first answer was I'm an exceptional swimmer, that's it. But your first answer was I'm a decent swimmer, which means you're not.
I've literally lived. I'm so sorry. I'm 30 some years old. I'm not going to tell my full age, but I have lived by the ocean my entire life, and you don't think I'm a good swimmer? Lived in the ocean.
I don't know, but you seemed not super confident when I asked you. I believe that there's an Australian TV show called Siren that's supposed to be really good. It's about mermaids. Is that the one where they're like high school girls or something? There's some high school one where the girls transform. No, that's H2O. No, there's some. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Isn't that Disney?
It's like that. It's like some Disney, like.
Yeah, and like she starts to get like her skin gets wet and she'll turn back into a mermaid or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's Disney.
Is that a show or a movie?
I think it was a movie. I think that there were like 3 of them though. Supposedly they want you to play me as the mermaid.
Yeah. Wait, what? If we're gonna make a mermaid movie, would you make it modern or old timey? No, modern. I guess it depends on the script. Good, because I was planning on. I wasn't. It was good because I was planning on watching. We need to all watch H2O. Let's make a mermaid movie. One in the chat. There we go. Mermaid porn, says Ken. Of course, it went there. Only if Mantis plays Lainey as the mermaid. So I wear a wig and I'm like, oh, if only Jason Momoa would take me away from this. You're talking about H2O. Okay. I suppose. So it was a show. Okay.
Was it a show? Why did I think it was a movie?
Because it was either before our time. No, it was after our time. Right?
It was after our time. Yeah, we're a little old for that.
Yeah, it was 2010. So that's like, if you're watching mermaid porn in 2010,
is it mermaid porn?
It's not mermaid porn. You know what I mean. It's for the mermaid lover to get off. Is basically what that type of stuff is. But I want to make like the pivotal true story of mermaid horrificness.
Okay, let's do this.
You know? But it has to be like an epic tale. It can't be just like Lainey being like, I wish Jason Momoa would come. It has to be like, there has to be someone who's like lost and they don't know who they are, where they're going in life. And then through their adventures under the sea, they discover who they are and they become greater for it. Right? Yeah.
I like it. Let's do this.
It's funny. We were in camp. I was doing Jesus camp, and I took them to the Episcopal Church has a garden. They have like an organic garden, and during the day we taught them creation. We took them there to learn about like plants and life and all these things. And we were in there, and then the priestess who was showing them around, she's like, they're like, how did this get started? And she's like, well, there was a young boy in our community who realized there wasn't enough organic food for all the people. And he said, this is no good. And he started rallying, getting people together and she's telling this epic story. And at the very end, everyone's silent. And I go, and do you know who that was, kids? I interject. And they look at me and they're like, what? And I go, that was Barack Obama. And all the kids go, it was! And they were totally into it. And they were cheering. They're like, oh my God, that's crazy. I didn't know he was from Pleasantville. I was like, it was a joke.
You are going to hell.
She just told the story. It sounded like at the end she had to tell us who the little boy was. Like,
I mean, yes. I would have to agree. She probably should have told you who the little boy was, but obviously it did not turn into an important person.
Reese says, "Did you hear this conversation? You're clearly lost."
Clearly, the start of every terrible B-rated film. I can't wait.
It's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be wonderful. So basically,
gonna be great.
here's my idea. So basically, there's a strong man.
Hmm.
He's like an everyman, but he's like a cool guy, and he hitchhikes from town to town, and he makes money arm wrestling. But he's along the coastline, and every day he goes onto the beach, and then he looks off into the sunset, and he'll single tear down his eye, and he says, "Who am I?" Right? That's the start. You feeling this?
Mm-hmm.
You feeling this?
Mm-hmm.
And then like undersea ninjas come out. They'll be like merfolk, but they have weapons. And then he uses his strength and his kung fu skills to just kick their ass.
Right.
And what it was is that, and then he sees a couple of them are harassing a beautiful woman, and he goes to save them, and she turns out to be a mer woman. Right.
So we're turning. Okay. So we're roping kung fu into a mermaid. I am actually liking this plot, sir.
I figured you would. I knew you'd be into this. Yeah.
Yeah, kids are stupid. I said it. I mean.
Also, my conditions in this movie, I would make the soundtrack. Yo, please, let's have
that.
It says yes. Let's have
like
R.H.
it.
Reese make the soundtrack. That would be freaking amazing. Man, to stop giving away your backstory.
Yeah, I'm so ready for this. I am too. I'm not watching any mermaid movie unless there's a.
Well, you know how they make extended cuts.
If I'm the. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you not about that life? Okay, so I guess we're not.
How am I the one who's getting turned into?
No, wait. You don't have to be the one to show it. We can have other mermaid bitches do it.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
You know, there'll be other mermaid bitches.
Okay, perfect.
You know, there's all this assumption. Really, what it is you wanted to do it. You wanted to take off your top.
Oh my god!
And then she pretends to object. She's like, oh, I mean, if I have to, if it's for art. A mermaid romantic kung fu comedy with a rap soundtrack, epic. Yeah, no, it'd be freaking amazing. With Mantis playing as Lainey, that would be hilarious. That's right.
So then you can show the titties, not me.
These bad boys. This has really descended into madness. We are really in madness. But you know, I think we may have exhausted our mermaid power today. Do you have any final thoughts on merfolk?
Just that I want to be one again. I feel like anything supernatural, like come at me, bros. I'll take it on.
I'm gonna tell a real quick another stupid story that's mindless. So I had this lady who was like in a cult, clearly, as one of my teachers in high school. She was a printmaking teacher, right? Mrs. Ellis was her name. She later on, she was clear she was in a cult, but she made it very obvious when she was teaching us, because she was, it was called aesthetic realism, and she was like, and there was a guy who invented it, and she would always say, she's like, praise his name, and she would tell us, you know, us impressionable kids, you know, about that. And she was just a weirdo. You know, teachers are weird. They get weirder when they're in cults. And so one day, because she was keep trying to see this philosophy, I didn't understand her philosophy. It was weird. And it was like, it wasn't Halloween. It was dressed as like it was a senior day, and it was like dress as your favorite comic book character. And so I went as Jughead, because everyone else was doing superheroes. I did Jughead because I always dress like a superhero. I'm a dork. And so I had like the crown, and I had the turtleneck, and I was like, yeah. And I was just eating burgers all day. This is the gag. This is funny. And so she saw me, and she goes, you know, Mantis, you don't have to be Jughead to be somebody. And I looked at that crazy bitch, and I wanted to say, I don't know what you're talking about. Get away from me. But instead I said, thank you, Miss Ellis. Thank you. I know this. I feel like that was my whole high school experience. Weirdos were always coming up to me and trying to teach me like weird lessons. It makes no fucking sense.
I mean, no, it doesn't.
The point is, lady.
Right.
you don't have to be a supernatural creature to be important. You know what I mean?
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Anywho, yeah, Reese, I just want to let you know that is why they call me the Laney train. Choo choo! We always derail.
We derail.
Come eat me. Come at me. I'll take them on. Lady, stop talking before you rack a knuckles to the board.
Here we go. So the question is, and so research, no, she definitely does. Yo, Lainey, what supernatural creature are we doing next week? And do we have any thoughts in the chat? Please let us know. I had such an amazing time this week. I'm gonna rethink everything I know about mermaids, merfolk, mermen.
Me too, 100%. This was a great episode.
And then another thing, guys, you should keep tuning in. So, brunch will not be back until probably Wednesday, unfortunately. Brunch with the Fat Mantis will be back though. I've got to take care of all sorts of stuff tomorrow. It's crazy. But Wednesday not only is Brunch with Fat Mantis coming back at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, but also we're going to have a Rogue Planet, so please tune into that at 8 p.m., of course. And I believe Hold Up TV is going to be doing all his normal stuff, such as Conversations with Matter tomorrow night on Tuesday, right? I think we got Dumbing Out on Wednesday at 10 p.m. Coming from out of Hold Up TV, and I believe we got Request Box both Thursday and Friday. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Lady, did you want to plug anything? Oh God, that came in 30, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
We can't with this. This has to be an awful.
I feel like everybody already turned this into a really dirty stream. So I mean, why not just continue to go with it? But no, I don't want to plug anything. Never mind.
Oh my God.
I gotta go. Anywho, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. This was great.
Mothership Mondays. We love you all. Until next time, ciao from motherfucking now.
Bye, guys.
Peace.